Hi, Ingram class of 2026. This presentation is brought to you by your caring counselors. We are so excited to be with you today for our first senior class meeting. We have a lot to cover, so please save questions for the end. For anyone who is new to Ingram, let's do some introductions. If your last name starts with the letters A to FL, Miss Hoost is your school counselor. If you are FO to JO, chat up Miss Lay. If you are JU to Q, then you'll be talking with Mr. Malaki. And if your last name starts with R to Z, you'll want to see Miss Patterson. When you come into the counseling office, you'll likely meet Mr. Jeffrey, our counseling secretary. He's absolutely goated with snacks that you can get once a day before school, after school, and during lunch and passing periods. Here's our agenda for today. We're going to be talking about what options you have for life after high school, remind you of some important dates for this year in regards to college admissions, review the Common App with you, what is it, what you need to do, and what we as counselors do for you with regards to the counselor evaluation. We'll define what early decision and early action means for college applications and what you should be aware of when you consider either option. We'll talk a little bit about what Naviance can do for you. And we'll end our presentation with information about different ways you can pay for college. This presentation is available in your graduating class folder of your school counselor HS Schoology pages. In it, you can find a recording of this video, the slides, a copy of the script that I am reading from in case you need to translate it, and an exit ticket. This presentation will be emailed to your parents to reference as well. All right, let's get started. Technical schools are one option for students who are interested in jumping into a career path quickly, but maybe not interested in attending a four-year college. If learning about careers and trades hands-on, rather than just studying from textbooks is appealing to you, maybe consider a technical school. Some common areas of study include healthcare, auto mechanics, plumbing, HVAC services, culinary arts, and more. We will be talking about Seattle Promise a little later in this presentation, so be sure to pay close attention if you are thinking about pursuing technical college. Seattle Promise can pay for many of these areas of study. Apprenticeships are another option you have most likely heard about. They are great because you can get paid while you learn a trade skill. Some careers you could get into include welding, firefighting, becoming an electrician, or a cosmetologist. You can explore more on the Washington Labor and Industries website. Some students may be interested in joining the military after graduation. We recommend that you connect with a military recruiter if you are strongly considering this option. Volunteering for a year or two after graduation is a great way to build character, learn the value of service, and get some soft skills that you can apply to different opportunities later on in life. Here are a few examples of volunteer organizations to start you off if you're interested in this path. Miss Lay also served a few years in AmeriCorps as a college access coach, so you are welcome to reach out to her to learn more about what that was like for her. Here are some important items to consider this year in regard to four-year college admissions. Some important items to consider are that in the fall, if the school you are applying to requires a letter of recommendation from a teacher, please ask a teacher if they would be willing to write you a letter. Each teacher has a process for you, so be sure to get on that ASAP as soon as possible. Please give them at least 3 weeks before your deadline so that they have enough time to write their letters. If the school you are applying to needs a counselor evaluation, please invite your counselor to your Common App and forward a copy of your resume to your counselor. We will complete your counselor evaluation on your behalf. By doing this, you not only are giving the counselor what they need to complete your evaluation, you are also doing yourself a favor in completing the high school and beyond plan needed to graduate. We advise that if you plan on attending a four-year college after high school, you apply as early as possible. This will allow you to make a more informed decision on the school you will be attending based off your financial aid offers, final college visits, and other items needed to make a decision by the National College Commitment Day of May 1st. FAFSA and WASFA will open starting October 1st. As soon as possible, but especially in the winter, be sure to work with your family to submit your application as close as you can to the opening. Your financial aid package will be more robust compared to if you wait to submit later in the spring. Also be sure to look for and apply to scholarships, as most of them will be available during this time. The longer you wait to do this, the fewer options for scholarships you'll have later on in the year. That free money isn't going to wait for you. In the spring, we will work with you to ensure the school you choose to attend has all the necessary paperwork needed to complete your application. Make sure you let the college you want to attend know that you're coming by May 1st. Now, seniors, you've heard of senioritis. It's real and not funny. Mr. Malaki has a personal story with it, and so do many of his former students. This is truth. Here's Mr. Malaki with his story.
Now remember, college admissions is based off of your past, present, and future performance. When I was a senior in high school, I was offered many football scholarships to smaller schools in my junior year. I was misguided in thinking that my college acceptance was complete. I didn't understand that it was contingent of my performance in senior year. Those scholarships eventually were rescinded due to my poor performance in the first semester of senior year. At that time of my life, pivoting my after high school plan due to effort in senior year was a very hard lesson to swallow. As a school counselor, I have worked with students that were admitted to wonderful universities only to have their acceptance to those schools rescinded due to poorly performing in senior year and or not completing the coursework they stated in their application that they would complete by the end of the year. On this slide are 3 hot tips to ensure your acceptance into the school of your dreams do not get rescinded. Please use these lessons in making appropriate choices for your senior year.
Thank you, Mr. Malaki, for the words of warning. Here are 2 schools that many students apply to. The UW Seattle application due date is November 15th. Other campuses, Bothell and Tacoma, will still be open to apply to until January 15th. The Wazoo due date is March 31st. On the PDF version of this presentation, you can click on this icon to quickly access the Common App, and this icon to access their YouTube resource page. There are many easy-to-follow-along videos to help answer many of your Common App questions. Attached to this slide are great resources for Common App. Be sure to go back to the PDF version of this presentation and click on these hyperlinks. There are great resources like videos and short articles to help inform you in writing your personal essays. When filling out the Common App, here are some things you will need to include. Your information. This includes your name, birthday, home address, and more. The activity section, where you will detail clubs, sports, volunteering, and other extracurricular activities you have been a part of. Your academic history. This depends on the college's requirements, but this is where you would manually input the classes you took and the grades you received. Students who have taken Running Start classes will also need to include those here. Your transcript will be uploaded by your counselors. Your personal statement and other additional essays. Here you get to go into more detail about what kind of person and what kind of student you are. Make sure they remember what you have to say here. Don't forget to include your counselor in your application. And, depending on the school, you may also have to include letters of recommendation, submit a resume, submit your SAT or ACT test scores, and/or include a portfolio. Here are some common questions Ingram students have asked. You may want to know these too. At Ingram, we do not report class rank. Your counselors can tell you why if you're curious. We report your unweighted GPA to colleges. This means the highest GPA you can get is a 4.0. The class of 2026 will have 380 students in our graduating class. The FAFSA and WASFA will open on October 1st this year. More information about financial aid will be given later in this presentation. Remember to check if the school you are applying to requires you to fill out the CSS profile also. We'll now go over the 2 different types of 4-year colleges. Public colleges are funded through their state. Examples of Washington State public colleges include the University of Washington, Washington State University, and Western Washington University, and there are many more. State residents are offered in-state tuition, which is generally cheaper than out-of-state residents' tuition. Lots of public colleges use the Common App, while a select few use their own application system. 4-year public colleges often do not require letters of recommendations, but please double-check your college's admissions process and requirements. Public colleges may also offer an honors program, which may require additional application materials or a separate application. Private colleges, on the other hand, are not funded through the state or any government support. Tuition is the same for all students. The school and class sizes are usually a little smaller than a large public college. Examples of Washington private colleges include Seattle University, Gonzaga University, and Whitman College. Private colleges also use the Common App and are more likely to require letters of recommendations. Please plan accordingly for this and allow ample time for your recommender to write your letter. We recommend at least 3 weeks before the deadline. For schools that require a school report on Common App, your counselor will send that in. You can learn more about what different supporters provide on your Common App at this link here. While there are some differences between public and private colleges, they provide an equally awesome experience. Consider all factors when deciding, such as what your learning preferences are, cost, and location. The choice is yours. If you need a letter of recommendation, here are some things we'd like you to consider. First, make sure that you actually need a letter. Some schools don't need one and are not asking for one. You don't want to ask someone to write a letter only to find out you don't need one, right? Please request letters of recommendation early, at least 3 weeks before the application deadline. It'll be easier to write about you if you find someone who actually knows you. Try to find someone who can talk about who you are outside of the classroom as well. And lastly, please brag about yourself. Let your teachers know what you'd like emphasized in your letter. Please start your Common Application early. The Common App is a database where you can apply several colleges in one application. Some schools may require additional essays. Start early. This will also help your school counselor, who will submit your school report. We will upload your current transcript, class rank, GPA, school profile and curriculum, a quick summary about you, an evaluation of you if needed, and whatever additional information the school asks for. Please make sure you invite your teachers if teacher letters are required. Instructions for inviting teachers and counselors to Common App can be found on the Common App website. A personal beg, but please invite your counselor so that we can complete your school report. If you procrastinate until the last minute, that also gives us 1 minute to fill out everything that's on the screen for you as well. Please don't wait until the last minute so that we're scrambling to finish your application at the last minute with you. Please, I'm begging you. Anyway, how can you get your transcript? Please see Mr. Jeffrey in the counseling office and let him know if you need a paper copy or if you'd like one emailed to you. Hot tip, make sure you look over your transcript and see if everything on it is accurate. If there are any mistakes, let your counselor know as soon as possible. If you are a Running Start student, you should also send a copy of your college transcripts. Some schools offer early application methods, called Early Action and Early Decision. These deadlines are earlier than the regular application rounds, and you'll find out your admission decision sooner. So what's the difference between Early Action and Early Decision? Early Action is a non-binding early application process. You apply early, find out early, and students do not have to commit to the school until the regular decision deadline. This is a good option for schools you are very interested in. Early Decision, however, is a binding application process. Apply early and find out early, but if accepted to the school, you are committed to going there and will be asked to submit a deposit at time of admission because you have indicated your decision to go there. You cannot apply for Early Decision at multiple schools. If accepted to the school, you must withdraw all other college applications. Please be aware that for Early Decision, you may not know your financial aid package at the time of acceptance. If you break your contract, there may be fees, so look over the terms of agreement of your school's Early Decision contract before applying as Early Decision. Hot tip, apply early for scholarships. Sometimes the college has scholarships to offer you, and those applications are separate from the application for admission. But if you win the scholarship, you can use that information to inform where you will be at financially before making a decision on May 1st. Bottom line, showing professional interest will help you with your chance of admissions. Colleges want to know you're interested. Reach out to college admission officers professionally, ask for more information professionally, show you're interested on your application. Early applications are also a great way to show interest in a school. Please register for college visits in Naviance. Naviance is located through your Clever portal. Once you're in Naviance, you'll want to go up to the Colleges tab and click on College Visits. You'll get a list of all the colleges that are signed up to come to Ingram. On the left side in the green box, you'll see what time they will be in the library to chat with you. Let's see what schools are coming. Whoa, UW Seattle is going to be here? I'm interested in going. Let's register to talk to them. Okay, Naviance has confirmed that I'm registered to go. I can also check my notifications in Naviance for any reminders or changes. After you register through Naviance, Mr. Jeffrey will email teachers if students are registered for visits that day. Admissions counselors will be available to answer your questions during the visits. They will be held in the library. College visits are a great opportunity to meet someone who may be reading your application. Paying for college. There are many databases to help you find scholarships, grants, and loans. WASFA stands for the Washington Application for State Financial Aid, a free application for state financial aid in Washington state for students who do not qualify for or choose not to file the free application for federal student aid, FAFSA. The FAFSA form is the free application students and families complete to apply for federal student aid for college or career and technical schools. This includes federal grants, loans, and work-study funds, plus many states and colleges use it to award their own aid. Even though the application opens on October 1st, you can apply to be a beta tester. Beta testing means trying out a new version of something before it's available to everyone. In this case, students who join the FAFSA beta get early access to the 2026-2027 FAFSA form so the U.S. Department of Education can make sure everything works smoothly. How do students and families request to participate in the beta? Go to studentaid.gov/join-beta and request access. Participants will be admitted through September. Students who don't join beta will still have access to the FAFSA form when it goes live to everyone by October 1, 2025. But if students submit during beta, their FAFSA form is real, so they don't have to submit it again later. The CSS profile is another way for schools to award you money. The CSS profile is an online application used by colleges and scholarship programs to award non-federal institutional aid. Make sure you check to see if your school accepts the CSS profile. Many colleges, especially private ones, use the CSS profile to determine eligibility for their own financial aid programs, which are sometimes available to international students. Please check to see if you need it for your college. International students can receive scholarships through this profile. The Washington Student Council website also has tons of resources for scholarships, grants, and loans. The early bird catches the worm. Many scholarship opportunities are in Common App and Naviance. You need to apply early. Many scholarship opportunities are also on the college websites. Decide where you are applying and research scholarship opportunities at that specific school. There are also scholarship databases listed above where you can sign up for more scholarship opportunities. Hot tip: you should never pay for scholarships. You're getting free money. Why do you need to pay to get money? If a scholarship is asking you to pay an application fee, beware. It might be a scam. Hot tip number 2. Applying to smaller, more local or special scholarships gives you a higher chance at winning the scholarship. Small application pool, bigger chances.
My name's Pink and I'm really glad to meet you. You're recommended to me by some people. Hey, is this illegal? Hey, it feels illegal.
Seattle Promise. Did you know you can get 2 years of free college? The Seattle Promise offers free tuition for 2-year college programs and is available to all students that graduate from Seattle School District. You may attend one of the Seattle colleges: North Seattle, South Seattle, or Seattle Central. The Seattle colleges offer many certifications and transfer degrees. Please research each college. They are all a bit different. We don't want you to miss an opportunity that fits your career path. We encourage all seniors to please apply. You never know. You may want to attend one of the Seattle colleges. If you don't apply, you will not be able to attend tuition-free. Come meet with May in the counseling office on Tuesdays and Thursdays to learn more. 2-year colleges look a little different than 4-year colleges. Here are the main differences. Instead of a bachelor's degree, you will receive an associate's degree upon completion. If your degree is classified with a DTA, Direct Transfer Agreement, your credits will directly transfer to any Washington State University that has a connection with the 2-year college. You could also earn a certificate or an applied bachelor's degree for programs that are more technically oriented toward a specific career. For the first 2 years of college, you will be taking many classes similar to your friends at 4-year colleges called General Education Requirements. At a 2-year college, you can save money and prepare for your transfer. With Seattle Promise, you can also decide to live closer to home. There are 3 steps to apply and remain eligible for Seattle Promise: complete the Promise application, complete the college admissions application, and completion of the FAFSA or WASFA. Afterwards, you will need to attend the Readiness Academy and Campus Connect events. Once you get to those events, Seattle Promise representatives will prepare you for your first quarter in college, and all you have to do is show up and do the student things. Seattle Promise provides year-round support and long-term planning at the college, so you won't be alone when you get there. The Western Undergraduate Exchange, or WUE, is a tuition savings program that makes attending out-of-state colleges and universities more affordable for students. Through WUE, you receive a reduced tuition in 15 other states. Participating 2- and 4-year public colleges and universities across the Western U.S. agree to charge out-of-state students no more than 150% of the institution's in-state tuition. Tuition savings may vary depending on the college or major. Please click on the link to learn more and see the list of participating colleges. These slides offer you a list of reminders if you are planning to attend a 4-year college. First, you should plan to create an account on Common App where you will apply to colleges all at one time. Start applying to the colleges you're interested in. Next, we have a lot of colleges that visit Ingram each year, so you should plan to go to Naviance through your Clever ID account and heart the colleges that you are interested in, so you will be invited to visit with college reps here. It is a good idea to meet the representatives as they are likely to be reading your application. Next, be sure to review your essay with other people to assure that you don't have any obvious errors. It is really important to send a document that is well prepared. If you need help with Naviance or Common App, please refer to this presentation and videos. If you need more help, we will have help sessions every Wednesday during advisory in the library, October 9th to November 27th. Please get a note from your advisory teacher. Lastly, when submitting your applications, be sure to pay the application fees. If you qualify for free or reduced lunch, see your counselor for fee waivers. And now we have a few words from Ms. Patterson.
Hi again, this is Ms. Patterson, and I wanted to share something with all of you. I think a lot of times when we're at senior year and we're thinking about our futures, sometimes our thoughts get in the way and they say, like, we can't do that, or I'm not able to achieve that. But I want to tell you something. When I was a senior in high school, I had a 2.9 GPA. And I met with my college counselor, and she told me that she didn't feel that I was college material. And part of me wanted to believe her, and I did for a little while, but then I thought about it, and I thought, you know what, I can really do anything I put my mind to. And even though I didn't do super fantastic in high school, I can still have a really good future. And I wanted you guys to know that, because I ended up graduating from high school, and I went to college and got a bachelor's, and then I became a teacher, and now I have a master's in education, and I've been a school counselor for a really long time, and I love what I do, and the sky's the limit. So I just don't want anything to get in your way because of anything anyone says to you. I hope that this helps some of you that are kind of contemplating not going because you don't think you're having a high enough GPA, but your counselors are here to help you get through this pretty difficult time on the whole application process, or figure out what you want to do with your future. So please come see us so that we can lend you a hand and help you discover what you want to do. I hope that helps.
Thank you, Ms. Patterson. And finally, we need you to fill out our exit ticket using the link on this slide. You must log in with your school account. It is really important that you complete this for various reasons. The first question is asking how you would like your name listed on the graduation program. Also, this ticket will help us to determine who still needs help making plans for post-graduation, which is the beyond part of your high school and beyond plan. The question where you give us 3 words about yourself is especially important to help your counselor describe you to colleges. That's all we have today. Please remember that you can review all of this information on Schoology. If you have any questions, we will be answering them in class now.